Hey, what's up, guys and gals? I just wanted to show you the clutch modification I just made in this Nissan Frontier. This thing has driven me crazy forever, and part of the reason is that you just can't feel what's happening at all, and the clutch. And I've had the whole clutch apart, or the pedal assembly apart, and I've played with, you see that clevis pin there? That's an adjustable bracket that you can change the throw on the pedal, and a lot of people have modified that. So I tried that and it didn't do what I wanted. So, but in playing with that and looking at all the things going on down here, I learned there were two springs. There's this one coiled spring here, and then another spring at the top, which you can see has recently been cut, and that's what I just did. That spring is an assist which helps the pedal move towards the floor, so it helps you push the pedal down. And one of the things that I've noticed about this truck is that it's really easy to push the pedal down and you don't get any feedback from what's going on inside the clutch itself. And not only do you have that assist at the top, that upper spring, but this one down here is a two-way spring, and depending on where you are on what side of the inflection point, it'll serve as a return spring to lift the pedal off the floor, and it'll also assist the pedal moving towards the floor once it flips past that inflection point. If you disconnect the hydraulics, you can feel all of these springs at play. So the first thing I did when I was messing with this a couple weeks ago is I removed this spring, the return spring, just to see how it felt. And that's when I learned that there was a pretty significant assist from the upper spring to help the pedal move down. Removing the lower spring was a pain in the butt to get it back on, as that's usually the case with springs. I did manage with by compressing it with a lot of zip ties and standing on it, and then getting it in place at the complete back of the pedal stroke, so when the pedal was all the way down on the floor. So if you go that route and you take that spring off, just be aware that it could be a pain to get it back on. So then what I was doing today was, the first thing I was trying to do was non-destructive and remove the clutch assembly. There's a nut up at the top, and it's a 13 mil, I believe, and I just could not get any purchase on it. I tried a couple different wrenches and sockets, and you can't really get a socket on it. So I was able to get a wrench in there, but it was too tight. And furthermore, I'm not sure that that is the only one that would remove the whole pedal assembly bracket. I'm not sure what's going on at the firewall. There's definitely some contact between there, and it feels very stiff between the brackets and the firewall itself. So there may be something else attaching it. Either way, I was frustrated enough with this vehicle. I took the leap and I cut that thing. And with the Dremel, long story short, the clutch feels totally fine. It does not feel too hard to push down at all, and it definitely has a more normal feel. So if you're like me and you're fed up and you've come to this point, something you can try. And if you hate it, you probably just have to take it back to the Nissan people and get them to put something back in there for you. Anyway, I hope that's useful information. Definitely proceed at your own risk. I have no experience as a car mechanic, and I'm just figuring all this stuff out for myself. And this is not an official recommendation to do or not do anything. This is just what I have done. Take care, everyone. Bye.